Hello and welcome to today's video. If you are new here, please subscribe if you enjoy this video. Our videos are not a diagnosis. We are simply speaking our opinions, not facts. Today we are going back into the past of the Amberverse. Amber shows signs that she may have narcissistic personality disorder. Today I would like to analyze an old live stream video between Becky and Amber, and see if we can see signs that Amber's overinflated ego made her blind to the warning signs. Narcissists are known to expect their partner to stay. They believe themselves to be above everyone else, so they feel that their partner will not end the relationship, as there is nothing better out in the world for them. They believe themselves to be the Holy Grail, and no other lover could ever best them. This stems from their poor lack of self-esteem, so they delude themselves into thinking that their partner will remain theirs to torment. So when the victim leaves a toxic relationship, it often comes as an utter shock to the narcissist. They are in disbelief that their partner is taking back some of the power that was stolen from them. So let's see if Amber's overinflated ego gave her a false belief. A narc, an abbreviated term for a narcissist, believes themselves to be above their partners, coworkers, family, and friends. So when someone alters their deluded reality, they often suffer narcissistic collapse, as we saw Amber suffer from briefly. So let's look for moments that showed the end was coming, that had slipped Amber's attention. Because Amber abuses the copyright system, some clips will be heavily edited.
Funny if you did impressions of each other.
Let's do it.
Okay, you do me first.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to do my makeup.
That's not.
Girl, I don't know.
Okay, do me outside of YouTube.
Amberlynn's scream laugh is highly annoying. We are talking bursting eardrums level of loud. Becky's imitation of that laugh, that was asked for by Amber, seems to display that she too found it to be overbearing and irritating. I don't know about you, but I would find that laugh to be rather jarring if I had to listen to it all the time. Amber had already dismissed Becky's first impression as not good enough, so Becky had to one-up her game in order to stop the persistence from Amber. When Becky did mock her laugh, Becky seemed unimpressed by it, and soon apologized to headphone users, because she knows how excessive it sounds. Not exactly a good sign to start off with. Although we may find things in our partners that are not to our taste, we still may happily love everything else about them. This didn't seem to be the case here, because Becky's expression did not seem playful. In fact, it seemed to be rather annoyed at the screech she had just heard and had to repeat.
There. Sorry to you headphone users.
I'm like that on here too, though, sometimes. Yeah.
She's... I can't even mimic you. You're so goofy. You're so weird.
Yeah,
I thought I was goofy and weird. I told her when we got together, I'm like, I'm really off the wall, especially with my humor, so you gotta watch out.
I don't know how to mimic you.
Outdone me.
Wait, hold on, let me think. I don't care if anyone doesn't think I'm funny. I'm the funniest person I know.
Becky's first impression she tried was Amber doing her YouTube intro, which is harmless and without any underlined jibes. Then she mimics Amber's laugh, but of course Amber has to go for a dig in her impression. She repeats that Becky always says that she finds herself to be funny, and instead of Amber adding on at the end that she does think her girlfriend is funny, to ensure Becky's feelings are not offended, she just leaves it hanging in the air, indicating that Amber does not think Becky is funny, and that she finds it amusing that Becky believes herself to be funny. Little subtle digs like this are common standard from a narc.
She always says that. She thinks that she's the funniest.
Yeah, like literally.
Amber says that Becky thinks she is the funniest, and then she just about dies of laughter that Becky believes that. Such a mocking, belittling, and insulting moment.
As long as I make myself laugh, that's all I need. I don't care if nobody else is
Nobody
laughing.
likes my music because I'm so unique. And I know all of Kurt Cobain's facts about him.
I don't know hardly anything about Kurt Cobain except for he was in Nirvana and he
No.
lived in Washington.
I know all the bands, and I'm just so unique that...
This truly gets under my skin, especially coming from a woman that seems to have no passion or understanding of music. Becky has always been known to have an eclectic love for music. She likes what she likes and doesn't follow the current music charts just because it is popular, because she has her own taste and has grown it across her years in life. Of course, loving the current charts is perfectly normal and great. All music is great to someone. But the point here is that Amber looks down on Becky for finding her own path in music. Becky is what I would consider to be a music lover, someone who turns to music in hard times in life and generally needs it and appreciates it. But when it comes to Amber, she doesn't seem to have any passion for music. She may bop out to a new hit track and bash Ariana because she is jealous, but that seems to be about it. To come for a person that has a respect for music is in poor taste. Amber says no one likes Becky's music, but what she means is, Becky's bands have massive followings, long-standing careers, with passionate fans, but because I don't like it, they aren't important. She says Becky is trying to be unique for liking metal music, which is such a delusional statement. You might appear to be different in your small clique, but metal is so widely loved that it isn't even remotely unique. The fan base is big.
Big?
Yes, big. But because Amber can't relate to Becky's taste in music, she of course has to talk down to it, in a mocking manner. A very childish flaw in a person. Amber's first and second impression are both sly insults. A classic narc move.
Here is the thing though. I do have a lot of music anxiety. Do I not? Because like, if anything...
Yeah.
that isn't socially normal, like say if, you know, some of my screamo music, my metal, or I don't know, something else. I'm into all kinds of stuff, y'all.
She likes to be unique.
I'm just saying,
cute.
I get...
She likes to be unique. I'm just saying.
Mockery, ridicule, and belittlement are forms of bullying, and they are common tactics with the narc. It comes from a deep need to feel superior, so by mocking their victim, they receive energy from their narc supply. Nothing but a true-life vampire, and not the appealing kind. The kind that sucks away at your soul over so many years, that by the time you have escaped, if you do, then you have to completely build yourself back up. Just imagine, if this is how Amber mocks an everyday music taste on camera, then how deep did that belittlement go off camera?
Anxiety, I'm like, oh my God, everybody around me absolutely hates this. You have to change it right now.
I'm not like
And I
that
have to
though.
change it.
I'm not picky, so you better be grateful for that.
So you better be grateful for that.
If I'm going to check out somebody, I'm always very
Wait,
conspicuous about
let's
it.
just...
No, you got to talk to me
I
about
feel
it.
like this is very...
Everybody does it.
I don't want people to think that we're like harassment people.
We're not harassment.
Or like,
if I'm
whatever.
looking at somebody, it's literally, I'll look at them like they're normal. And in my head, I'm just like, oh, you cute.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's literally, I'll look at them like they're normal. And in my head, I'm just like, oh, you cute.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's the last time you did that?
In the gas station the other day. Yeah, it's okay. You look at somebody, you're like, oh, you're cute. But then in the end, I'm always coming home to you. Because I would never cheat on you.
What did they look like?
I don't know. She was chubby. She worked at the gas station. We didn't even talk to each other. I was just like, oh, she's cute.
Oh, she's cheating. I love that.
There is so much to unpack in their short exchange. The sheer look of shock on Amber's face is priceless. Her overinflated narc ego took a real hit here. You can tell by this short clip that Becky was running on empty. The surprise in Amber's face shows that this is not a common way they speak to each other, so it came as a shock to Amber that Becky would say such a thing. Because as a narc, Becky is only allowed to think that Amber is cute. Every relationship has different rules and ways of showing respect, but for Amber, this was not respectful. No partner wants to hear that their other half found someone else attractive, and it is obvious that this is not something Becky would have normally said, which is a sign that she was already losing interest. But if that relationship has a strong, mature and trusting base, then you know that your partner will find other people attractive. It is only human nature, so it shows Amber's weak self-esteem when she reacted so intensely. Becky mocked Amber's overdramatic tone when she said, "Oh really?" and then matched her tone with a mocking screech and said, "Yeah." It showed that Becky wasn't going to back down to Amber's reaction because she knew that she didn't do anything wrong. But that was short-lived, as Becky soon started backtracking and over-explaining that it is all okay, she won't cheat and it is normal. This form of backtracking and over-explaining is something very common in a narc relationship. You say something and very quickly realize that what you have said has upset the narc, so you have to backtrack and reform what you previously said to try and put it in a way that won't upset the narc any further. Amber found it deeply amusing that the girl in question was chubby. She laughed so loud that I actually flinched because my ears didn't appreciate it. It suddenly wasn't so bad to Amber because this mystery woman was overweight. But Amber seems to ignore that Becky said she was chubby, not morbidly obese, so the dramatic fake laugh is very out of place. Amber finishes off the clip by saying Becky is cheating because she found another woman to be cute. A narcissist often overreacts because he or she cannot sit with any negative feeling. Instead, they push their thoughts out through projection onto a targeted person. The result is you feel uncomfortable and upset being on the receiving end of one of their tirades. Most partners would be offended to hear that their partner is calling them a cheater when they are not. It is a weaponized sentence intended to cause hurt. Becky knows that she didn't cheat and wouldn't, so Amber's little overdramatized dig would be hurtful to hear, hence why Amber had to get that little dig in at the end.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years? I'm afraid I'll be dead. Ooh.
Why would you say that?
Because, babe, I'm not losing my health.
Then do something.
Do something.
Becky's frustration is obvious here. She says do something while choosing an expression and movement that shows exasperation. She says do something, which means do anything, something, just try. If Becky believed that during this time that Amber was trying, she would have said just keep trying, babe, you got this. Not do something. It shows that Becky was fed up of hearing Amber over many years complain about her life and health. Meanwhile, doing nothing about it. She was at the point where she couldn't listen to it anymore. It's one of the classic things that break up a relationship. The unmoving party repeatedly says they will do better, then never do, and then their partner ends up leaving because they are sick to death of not moving forward. This can happen in any relationship, but to be in a relationship with a narc, it is much more common.
We'll do something.
You too, love.
The utter gall of Amber to say you too, to a person who weighs less than half of one Amberlynn is enraging and projection. We were talking about Amber thinking she won't live for another 10 years, and Becky says she needs to do something to prevent that. And somehow it got turned around to a person in far less danger, to the point that it didn't even make sense for Amber to say that. I am not saying Becky couldn't have benefited from losing weight at this stage, but the fact for someone such as Amber to place judgment on Becky for something Becky had a much better control over is just a classic narc action. Their go-to move is projection. The second truthful heat lands on their shoulders. They will deflect so strongly that 99.9% of the time it won't even make sense.
Okay, here's a question. What day did you propose to me? What was that laugh? The fact that you're... Oh, wow. We should just break up at this rate.
No, I had to think for a sec. Yeah, I'm just going to say Valentine's Day. So now you have to answer.
It was January 14th.
January.
Yes, so where?
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, because I remember why I did it.
Y'all will be seeing a breakup video come next week. Becky's scared. She's big scared.
Becky's silence is a sign that she was already thinking of breaking up at this point. Amber jokingly says that she is about to break up with Becky, foreshadowing what was about to happen, but not in the cocky way Amber intended. Another sign was that Becky couldn't even remember the date that she proposed. She was a whole month out, showing that she didn't have much interest in it. And if you were watching Amber at the time, it was clear neither party had much interest. For example, Amber never wore her ring, while most people get sad taking it off just to have a shower because it means so much to them. But not Amber. Her self-bought ring was shoved into a drawer. Looking back on the past, it is even more clear now how much Amber wasn't interested in Becky in a romantic manner. Their relationship seemed deeply unhappy and desperately unfulfilling, so I'm very glad that Becky knew it was the right decision to move on with her life. Amber's behavior since their breakup has only clarified that. If you have a narcissist in your life, then please reach out to friends and family who you trust and can offer you support. Talk with professionals and do all that you can to protect your mind, body and spirit. Your safety and happiness are paramount. Thanks for watching our channel. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, stay safe.